Pine says working with Lindsay Lohan was like a cyclone of insanity. So not only did he open up to the Hollywood Reporter about working with her back in 2005 in Just My Luck, but he also talked openly about dealing with the paparazzi and whether or not he's a fan of social media. We're going to break down his quotes in the interview, but first, thoughts, 5 words or less.
Beam me up, Lilo.
Good one.
Thanks.
Chris Pine, you so fine.
Yeah, he is.
This is Star Trek. It was a movie.
Okay, he's trekking into darkness here.
Ooh.
Oh, I got an ooh. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
So first of all, we're gonna start. I'm just gonna go through because there's a lot of doozies here. So I'm gonna read the quote, and then I want you guys to provide your commentary, okay?
Sure.
Done.
So this is in regard to working with Lindsay Lohan back in 2005. He says, working with Lindsay was a real cyclone of insanity, like working with the Beatles. It was fascinating to watch, and in hindsight, it's really a distinct moment in someone's life when you see what's really wonderful about what we get to do and what's really dangerous about it.
I still can't figure out what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know, like, is he talking about the cyclone of paparazzi and attention around? He kind of implies that later, but that's what he's talking about. Is he talking about her being insane?
Right. Is she dangerous?
And then is that okay the way he's saying it because now is later and this was in the thick of it?
I think it's okay what he's saying because it's not specific at all, but I do know for a fact because I know people who were there for the making of that movie.
Okay.
And they said she was a nightmare.
Well, that was when she was in her heyday. That's when I used to work in the nightclubs, and she used to come in every night, and she'd be. I'm not even going to repeat the stuff that she did. That was the least of what I saw.
She was. I mean, they said
What
she's
was
late
the
every
most
single day.
Did we get a single
saw.
on this? Yayo, in her yay day.
Crazy stuff. That's the least of it. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I will say that I heard that Chris Pine was so professional on that set and is the nicest, greatest celebrity ever, and that she was an absolute nightmare and she barely ever showed up. And when she did, she was super late and she was just throwing fits.
Okay, so maybe he's either insinuating that you can get to a point where you're so famous that the paparazzi causes danger, or you can get to a point to yourself where you cause danger to you.
I feel like he's saying they made her insane. So I think it's both.
In regard to Hollywood and fame, he says Hollywood is like living in a weird bubble. A bunch of people take care of you and get you stuff, and you're the center of that little microcosmic world. You start believing that it is a real world and that you deserve it. Yeah, I've seen it. Well, oh my God, there's definitely celebrities out there that they totally become a different person, and they become so entitled. But then they go on set and everybody's getting them everything they want. So then they leave set and they expect that same type of treatment. And it's just so disturbing that they actually believe that they're better than somebody else.
Yeah. People are validating that press and that hype. So it's, of course, they're going to think that they walk on water and they can do, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that that's okay.
Right.
But it's not surprising when everyone around them is creating that environment for them. Every room they walk in and people are, you know, gasping. Can I have a picture? Can I have this? Can I have that? Oh, can we get you sending you gifts?
Used to have that problem.
Okay, good. Okay.
The only problem is that someone's not rubbing my feet right now.
Okay, good.
In the heyday, in my heyday,
Yeah.
I had people tables.
What do you mean?
Tables made out of people.
Wow.
That I could put my food on. And if they moved, I would just spill. Just spill.
Okay, the next one is, he says, in regard to paparazzi, they f***ing suck. The light of my flame was really bright after Star Trek. This is what you were referring to, Vanessa.
Weird,
and I had that bizarre convergence of everything so intense for about a month, and then it died down. During that time, they f***ing chased you, and you're driving at speeds you shouldn't be driving at. Thankfully, I don't really have to deal with that anymore.
I think he was giving Lindsay credit. I think he was saying, I've had a taste of what you have every day for a month, and I couldn't handle it, and thank God. And so I think actually I took it as him being like, you know.
Great point.
And I think it's also like the paparazzi are kind of lazy sometimes because you can go try to find like that one thing from that one star out there who's like hot right now. Or you know you're gonna get something off of Lindsay, so you just keep stalking her and driving her crazy.
And then in regard to social media, is he a fan of social media? He says, no, no. What am I going to tweet about? My sneakers? Or I have 140,000 friends on Facebook? What does that even mean? I find it to be a waste of time. The internet is so caustic, just a place where people get to spew nonsense and bullshit.
That's what makes it great.
Exactly.
However, I understand what he means, and he has great sneakers.
I wish he tweeted about his sneakers.
Yeah, I wish we saw more of you on Twitter there,
I
Chris
know.
Pine.
I disagree. This is the only thing I disagree with, Chris Pine. I'm sorry, but sometimes it helps and sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, it
Relax.
Keep a little snarky. Like, because then for the people that are on social media, you make us feel like that we're like dodos.
It's a lazy comment from him.
He's like, I'm not better than anyone, except I am, because I don't have Twitter.
Okay, so what did you guys think about Chris Pine's interview in The Hollywood Reporter? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you all next time on Pop Trigger.